So, we've got about a minute before the actual battle begins to talk about stuff. Basically, Battle for Charity 3 was more or less a success. I don't exactly know what would qualify as one since I'm not the one who puts the event together, and I'm definitely not one to say whether or not it was a success or not, and there's some random files from something, probably iTunes, I don't know. And, more or less, it was fun. I mean, I know it sounds kind of random to say that kind of thing, but I don't know, it's just, what can you really say about a charity stream? If I've done it for 3 charity streams, and I advertised for another one that I didn't get to participate in because I didn't get back to magnitude fast enough, but that's not the problem here. So we've got a battle against RyanP91, or at least not bleh. Did I really just get the wrong number there? 91. I don't know how a 9 and a 1 can look like a 6 or a 9. I guess it's because 9 and 6 can be turned upside down and look like each other. They're very tricky numbers. It makes you wonder why they couldn't be more creative when coming up with those designs. So anyways, Mindshao and Fortress are going to lead off. And, predictably, we're going to do the predictable things. He's going to fake out. He gets a crit on the first turn, which is just game-changing. I lost because of that. I can't believe that crit. Just, oh god, I cannot believe that crap. I mean, seriously, look at this. He crits me with a fake out, and then he has even less with the U-turn. It just, Okay, so, enough joking. I'm going to just set up Stealth Rock now as he goes into his Swampert, because I can remember from watching this again, because that's actually a good thing to do when you're narrating, is to watch the battle the first time, and then go over it again, and make sure that you know what you're talking about when things happen. So that way you're not sitting there going, I don't know what's going on next. So, I think he's going to grab Thingy, and I'm going to Rapid Spin. And since he did Thingy, and I did Rapid Spin. So now I'm going to switch out, because I don't think he's going to try and fruitlessly try to get up his Stealth Rocks, because there's really not much of a point to that right now. I'm going to go to Virizion now, because, as you all know, cell phone puns are typically what you're supposed to name this thing, apparently. It's some sort of new rule. It's like the rule that you must use Scizor in an OU team, because it's OU. Yeah, I know. A really dumb analogy, isn't it? So, Virizion's just going to get drained because I didn't know if he was switch or not, and I don't tend to predict too often. He's going to bullet punch me. I don't care. Virizion's just going to go for Focus Blast and hit, because Virizion is a good Pokemon to use. It knows how to aim and actually hit the opponent most of the time. So now comes the Thundurus, and insert Pokemon Online ruining me mode here. I've battled a few Thunduruses on there that have always run less than max speed, so my Virizion usually outspeeds them, but this one is running max speed, so thank you, Pokemon Online, for ruining me for Wi-Fi. Anyways, now I'm going to bring out my Kingdra. I don't really know why I went to Kingdra, really, because Kingdra's not exactly what I'm trying to say here is Kingdra's not a good choice to bring out against Thundurus, because, I mean, honestly, I don't know, Thundurus can just do a lot of stuff that can more or less cripple your Pokemon, so I'm just going to Draco Meteor his sub away. Thankfully it hits, because, you know, those 90 base accuracy moves are just so reliable. And now he's going to go out to Ferrothorn, as my voice decides to jump up and down a pitch there. Going to Dragon Dance. Not exactly sure why I did. I wasn't exactly sure what Thundurus was going to try and do, but he obviously decided that Ferrothorn would be a better matchup for him for this Kingdra. Going to Waterfall just because I feel like it. I really didn't need to stay in and go for that, but thankfully I get a Flinch, which saves me from him getting more HP with Leech Seed, because that's what he was going for, as I demonstrate here by going out to my Interpret, the Infernape, because I tend to name Pokemon named Infernape an N-word, and by that I mean a word that starts with I and N, not a bad word that is completely racist and unnecessary. So, Infernape is going to stand in here and not predict anything and just go for the Fire Blast. And he goes out to Swampert. And it's a general assumption that Infernapes don't carry Grass Knot anymore, apparently. But I do, because I'm weird. But, more or less, it ends up working out for me in the end, so I'm not going to remove it. And Swampert goes down. I was going for Fire Blast thinking he might go into Thundurus, but, you know, he didn't. I kind of actually, looking back, he definitely wasn't going to go to Thundurus. So he goes out to Mienshao now, and since that rhymed, I have to get out of here, because rhymes scare monkeys named Infernape with flaming head spots on their head, and I'm going to go back out to my fortress to take the fake out, which does nothing. I don't know. I personally would have just gone for the high jump kick there. The switch was pretty obvious. So now he's just going to withdraw instead of U-turning because he wants Ferrothorn to damage me or something, I guess. I'm just going to Volt Switch. Honestly, the only reason that's there is to get out for Magnapole pokes. There's really no reason for it to carry it for damage reasons. Now I'm going to go up to my Toxicroak, and I mean, is there anything I really need to explain about this thing? So I go for Swords Dance. He's going to Gyro Ball me, and I was thinking it would do less, but it does a lot, because Ferrothorn just likes to say, "Yo, Fortress, you suck now, because I can actually do damage with my Gyro Balls." Yeah, you wish you could do more damage, you wish you were slower, you wish you had more attack, but you just don't. You suck, you're pathetic Gen 2 Pokemon. Get with the times. So anyways, after that whole spiel goes by, I'm going to kill him off with a Cross Chop, which surprisingly hits. I actually had to leak a moveset on this thing. You can't have Drain and Ice Punch at the same time, so yeah, thank you Game Freak for removing the Ice Punch tutor. And thank you for not letting Toxicroak learn Drain Punch last gen, where it was OTM, where it could actually have both moves now, but since Drain Punch is a 5th gen egg move exclusive, whatever. So Terrakion comes out, didn't really want to switch anything into it. Go ahead and go back to my Fortress, because Fortress can more or less deal with this thing. He keeps going for Earthquake, which leads me to believe he is Scarfed, and I Gyro Ball and does quite a bit. More than usual when I use this thing's Gyro Ball. Really, I don't know what it's even there for. I just have it because it's a better move to have than other moves I have. So I Volt Switch, not really expecting it to kill, but thankfully it does. I mean, I guess Terrakion's not exactly the biggest physical and special wall in the game, but, you know. Just going to go out to my Jirachi now, and I think you can see where this is going from here, since I have Jirachi. And, really, it's more or less going to end in a victory. So, going to take the high jump kick a lot less well than I thought I would, if that's even proper English. I don't really care at the moment. He's going to get paralyzed, which is rare for me because, as you know, when I use Jirachi, it doesn't get hacks, it gets hacked itself. I'm going to Wish now. He gets fully paralyzed, which honestly, that might have cost him the game. I'm not exactly sure, because had he killed me off, I would have switched into something else to get the Wish, and then things would have ended differently. I get all my health back now thanks to the Wish, because Jirachi knows how to make wishes of full health, and since I didn't narrate last week, I'm kind of rusty, so yeah, whatever. Not that big of a problem, I think. I mean, I'm talking about the battle, it's more or less what you're supposed to do. He's going to substitute. I don't really know why. I guess he was thinking I might have some sort of other move that does other stuff. I don't know. Maybe he was thinking I'd go for a Protect. I don't know if I actually used all the moves on this set or not. I'm going to take that and kill him off with a Body Slam. So that was a good game, RyanP91. Sorry I got your name wrong in the opening part, and yeah, that was a good game. And like if you liked it, dislike if you disliked it, and or destroy it, or throw it in a pile and burn it, and or just stop watching the video and go away already, the video's over. That sounds kind of rude. Oh well, I can't take it back now, I've already said it. So yeah, see you guys in the future. I may have a battle up this week, other than this one, but I can't guarantee anything. I usually limit myself to a battle a week, but I don't know, maybe it'll be more than one, because I'm kind of rusty and I need to get back into the swing of things, because, you know, Battle for Charity kind of made me want to not talk about pokes, because I was going to be talking about pokes for a couple of hours straight on 3 days of streaming, so yeah.